Well, don't you look pathetic. What? Did Ultra Instinct prove to be useless after all? Vegeta states. He has succeeded in teleporting himself back to Earth using instant transmission. Goku was intrigued, but Vegeta straight up tells him that he has no intention of stealing his signature move. He also tells Goku that he's learned a far superior technique of his own. What happens next was just pure cinema. Vegeta takes on Moro all by himself. He transforms into his Super Saiyan Blue evolved form and lands a brutal strike on Moro's abdomen. Everyone was confused because Vegeta's attacks did basically nothing, but Vegeta continues. Soon, Goku would catch on about what's going on here, and Vegeta would finally confirm it. He was using a technique called Force Spirit Fission. The energy starts seeping out of Moro's body, and just like that, thanks to the Force Spirit Fission technique, Vegeta redirects all that stolen energy back to where it came from. Damn, good going, Vegeta. I never managed to learn that move, Goku says. Of course not. We underwent the same training, but I'm more talented than you, Vegeta responds. He then looks forward and adds, "Victory is mine, Kakarot." The fight continues, and Vegeta is basically destroying Moro, but just as it was in the original story, Moro would absorb 7-3 and uses the backup DNA he had within him to restore himself to his prime. As for Vegeta, Moro immediately snaps him out of his evolved blue form right back to his base state. And this is where we're going to begin in a new series centered around what if Vegeta learned Ultra Ego early. Guys, if you have been enjoying all the Dragon Ball content recently, as well as everything else we've been doing on the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and turning those notifications on so you never miss an upload over this way as soon as they go live. And if you guys have been enjoying these what if stories as well and are excited to start a new Vegeta what if, consider leaving a like on the video as well. It is the easiest way to help us out in the algo and support the channel for the cost of absolutely nothing. But without further ado, what if Vegeta learned Ultra Ego early? Has 7-3's power been added to your strength, Piccolo asks? Indeed, Moro replies. Is that so? Then I'll just have to tear you apart again, Vegeta declares after transforming once again. But as expected, Moro was just too strong now. Vegeta can no longer land an attack effective enough to perform his Force Spirit Fission. Moro hits Vegeta with a Big Bang attack and knocks him out. Gohan, Piccolo, and Goku jump Moro while Vegeta lies on the ground. How many times has it been? I don't even remember the last time I had a proper win, Vegeta says to himself as he struggles to get up. He can only watch as Moro penetrates Goku's chest with his bare hand. One by one, Gohan, Piccolo, even 17 and 18 are defeated with ease. When Beerus enters the battle, Moro's advantage starts to falter some, giving Dende time to start healing everybody, but when it's Vegeta's turn, he stops Dende. "What's wrong, Vegeta?" Dende asks. "Don't worry about it," Vegeta responds, and he gradually starts to get up. He yells Moro's name at the top of his lungs, loud enough that for a moment, everyone, including Beerus, just stops and looks at him. "I can hear you just fine. No need to yell, Vegeta. Just wait your turn," Moro says. But Vegeta tells him to get his ass back here because he's not done with him. Beerus and Whis were both observing the whole thing. "Yo, Whis, I'm stopping Beerus," Beerus states. "As you wish, Lord Beerus. Maybe it is best that we do step in and remove him from the situation altogether," Whis adds. And this is when Beerus and Whis all of a sudden appear behind Beerus, knocking him out cold, giving them the chance to remove him from the situation before he does something detrimental. Meanwhile, Vegeta is finally back on his feet. "What's with that look, Vegeta? If you want another round so bad, at least have the Namekian heal you first, no?" Moro asks. "Shut up. This isn't another round. The previous one hasn't ended yet. Come on, get your ass down here and fight me," Vegeta exclaims. "Stop it, Vegeta. If you get hit again, you'll just die. Just let Dende heal you so we can defeat him with the fusion," Goku comments. "No, Kakarot. How long are we gonna rely on these gimmicks and outsiders to save us? I don't care if you want to fight alongside me or not, but we should be able to protect our planet ourselves, right?" Vegeta says. "Listen, Vegeta. This isn't just about our planet. You use the Force Spirit Fission, so you should know this better than anyone else. It's not just Earth. The fate of the entire universe lies on whether Moro is defeated today or not," Piccolo adds. But even though Piccolo's words made perfect sense, Vegeta still just stood there with his brutally battered body. Vegeta fully intends to continue this fight against Moro no matter what. Wise words, Vegeta. "It appears I may have underestimated you," Moro states. However, what happens next is a little too fast for any of them to clock right away. Vegeta was about to continue his speech, but he was kicked straight in the abdomen. Goku would yell out Vegeta's name as he goes all out with Super Saiyan Blue and attempts to rush straight at Moro, who was gonna end Vegeta with his next move, but Whis would appear before Goku and stop him. What are you doing, Whis? Vegeta will be killed at this rate," Goku says. "Well, just watch. Vegeta knows what he's doing," Whis replies. Goku would calm down out of his respect for Vegeta and Whis, with Piccolo overhearing this as well and him stopping too, but Gohan and the others are still freaking out. Goodbye, Vegeta, Moro says as he was about to penetrate his fist straight through Vegeta's heart, but for some odd reason, he stops. What's wrong, Moro? Go ahead and do it, Vegeta immediately states. What are you plotting, Moro asks, but Vegeta simply just spits in his face. How about you just do it? I think I've got a little something figured out, Vegeta declares. In that moment, Moro was so pissed because of Vegeta spitting on his face that he couldn't help but laugh. He pulls back that hand and proceeds to land an attack that he had previously held back. Moro's fingertips begin to pierce through Vegeta's armor, but Vegeta is able to stop his hand before it could impale him all the way. All of a sudden, the look on Moro's face now looks like he's seen a ghost. Suddenly, this purple aura blasts outwards in every direction, pushing Moro away and enveloping Vegeta's entire body. Beerus, with a smirk on his face now, asks if this is merely a coincidence or perhaps fate. Incredible. I thought Goku was the only exception, Moro replies. But this is how things are supposed to be, right? If you go around just breaking the law of neutrality, you'll rob people of their fate, Beerus states. Wow, Lord Beerus, that sounded oddly wise. Are you feeling okay? Whis remarks, receiving a sly shut up from Beerus. Going back to Vegeta, his entire aura blast would fade away, and there he would stand, completely transformed now. Wow, Vegeta, is this like that form that one guy that looked like me used, Goku asks? No, Kakarot, but I can feel it in my veins. This is the power of destruction, Vegeta replies. Goku was confused, so he just looks over to Whis. Well, it's kind of similar to how you ended up awakening Ultra Instinct during the Tournament of Power, but while Ultra Instinct is the technique of the angels, what Vegeta has just achieved is the power of the destroyers. In a way, it is the antithesis of Ultra Instinct, Whis explains to him. Well, now that you mention it, Vegeta also lost his eyebrows just like Lord Beerus, Goku unironically responds. Vegeta would ignore him and approach Moro. Get up. How many times do I have to tell you our battle isn't over yet, he says. Curse you, Vegeta. I didn't know you were hiding such a trump card, Moro replies. Me? Hiding a trump card? You are truly clueless. No, Moro. It's all thanks to you, actually. Yes, I have been familiar with this power ever since I saw Kakarot fight Lord Beerus, and especially since I defeated Top in the Tournament of Power. However, it was our battle here that awakened it for the first time. What do you think, Lord Beerus? Have I impressed you yet, Vegeta asks. It's still far too immature, but good work nonetheless, Vegeta. Thanks to you, Beerus no longer has a reason to meddle, and that means I don't have to worry about any repercussions from the Grand Priest either, so Beerus would give him a huge thumbs up. Don't worry, hopefully you can teach me how to use it properly, but for now, all I want is to go all out. My soul is burning. As expected, this power of destruction is the polar opposite of Ultra Instinct, Vegeta states. Moro desperately tries to land more back-to-back punches on Vegeta, but of course Vegeta would just tank them all in Ultra Ego, and then sends Moro flying with a single flick from his finger now. Polar opposite of Ultra Instinct? What do you mean by that, Moro asks. Oh, so now you're curious. Alright, I'll tell you then. Ultra Instinct is about being as calm as still water, but destruction is like a storm. That's right, Kakarot's Ultra Instinct may give his body a mind of its own, but I'm all ego. In fact, go ahead and call this Ultra Ego, Vegeta declares. And this is when Vegeta begins to step forward. He wasn't foolish enough to let this drag on any longer than it needed to, so Vegeta planned on finishing Moro with this very next attack. He can then take all the time he needs mastering his new power while training with Lord Beerus. Goodbye, Moro. I'm sending you back to hell, Vegeta declares. Don't think I'm just letting things go your way, Vegeta, Moro says as he gets up and dashes straight towards Vegeta. This is when Moro gets back in his trick bag. He uses his after-image technique to try and distract Vegeta and appears behind him. How predictable. Planning on copying Ultra Ego, are we? Vegeta says, grinning. He grabs and tears off Moro's hand the moment it touches his neck. Unlike Kakarot, I'm not going to show you any mercy. Farewell, Moro, Vegeta says as he pierces through Moro's chest with his own fist. Moro just laughs and uses his telekinesis to call his hand back to his body and attaches it again. Well, what's this now, Beerus wonders. The dark and chaotic purple aura starts swirling around Moro. Everyone watches as Moro mimics Vegeta's Ultra Ego transformation. I completely forgot you had telekinesis. So many abilities, it's hard to keep count, Vegeta says. Well, Vegeta, what are you gonna do now? I've also gained the power of destruction, Moro replies. A violent smile appears on Vegeta's face as he clashes with Moro in midair. Vegeta lands a series of brutal punches, but Moro is actually able to tank them and counters with a kick. Vegeta tanks it, but the impact causes a massive crater beneath him on the earth below. Goku, why aren't you helping Vegeta? We could end Moro right here, Beerus says. Yeah, but it's Vegeta's fight now. I gotta respect that. I won't be interrupting unless he specifically asked me to, Goku replies. What do you mean? He literally said that he doesn't care if you want to fight alongside him or not, Beerus says. Oh, well, Shit, you're right, Goku responds. Vegeta, on the other hand, doesn't seem like he needs it right now as he continues to gain an edge on Moro. He's suddenly gotten a lot more aggressive. Why the rush, Vegeta, Moro says. It looks like you're trying to speed through this battle. You may think you know exactly what I'm up to, but I know exactly what you're up to as well, Vegeta replies. And just to help this make sense for everybody else who maybe it's been a while since you read the Moro arc, Moro can handle Ultra Ego specifically because he took it from Vegeta. If he had taken the power of destruction from an actual destroyer like Beerus, he wouldn't have been able to handle it, just like how he couldn't handle Beerus's power in the original Dragon Ball Super manga. Now, Whis addresses Beerus. Lord Beerus, it appears Moro is planning on using Hakai on the entire planet, Whis says. More importantly, we now have two God of Destruction candidates just casually duking it out right in front of us. This cannot be allowed to go on. Very well then, I'll personally intervene, Beerus declares. Oh, are you planning on playing favorites, Lord Beerus, Whis asks. It would have been interesting to raise Vegeta as a destroyer candidate, but now that it's come to this, I believe I know what I must do, Beerus responds. Are you sure, Whis asks? Yes, if I kill Moro, it'll just expose my bias, but if it's both Moro and Vegeta, well, no one would have any reason to complain, right? Beerus says. Well, I guess that is true, Whis states. Vegeta and Moro are about to clash once again, but Beerus appears in the middle of them both and stops them. A Hakai on the both of them is what we would have expected, but at the very moment when Beerus's aura was about to flare up, someone swoops in at an unparalleled speed and lands a brutal kick across Moro's face. It sends him flying through the stratosphere and beyond even. Goku, what are you doing? This was supposed to be my moment. Are you trying to get a race too, Beerus asks? Sorry, Lord Beerus, but Vegeta is right when he said that we don't need anyone's help in protecting our own planet, Goku states. The sheer intensity of this entire situation managed to bring out Ultra Instinct from within him again. Come on, Lord Beerus, you were seriously planning on killing me there? I'll amuse you later, but for now, let me finish off Moro myself, Vegeta adds. Meanwhile, Moro is beyond pissed. He prepares another Big Bang attack, but this time imbued with the energy of destruction and tries to launch it straight at the Earth. Goku and Vegeta brace themselves to counter the attack, while Whis would tell Beerus that there's been an emergency summons for the two of them straight from the Grand Priest. After Moro absorbed OG-73, Vegeta got humbled real quick, but there was no way he was going out like this. He stopped Dende from healing him out of pure stubbornness and then went on to declare that he doesn't need help from outsiders to protect Earth. Vegeta's speech literally took out the need for Beerus to intervene, and it turned everyone's attention right back to him. Moro himself also applauded Vegeta and showed his respect by piercing Vegeta straight through his chest, and that is when suddenly a purple aura blasted outwards in every direction and Ultra Ego Vegeta was born. Beerus is extremely impressed at Vegeta's breakthrough at first, but then he begins to feel antagonized when Moro conveniently copies Vegeta's Ultra Ego. But now this is a bit more problematic than he signed up for, so Beerus just goes ahead and decides to erase both Moro and Vegeta in order to maintain the current order of the power of destruction. This is part 2 of what if Vegeta went Ultra Ego against Moro, and I hope I can add a twist that you guys really enjoyed to this historic arc in Super. So consider leaving a like if you've been enjoying all the Dragon Ball content so far. Don't forget to subscribe and let's hop right back in. Due to the sudden, intense, and extreme nature of the situation, this finally enables Goku to use Ultra Instinct at will, and he transforms. Just when Beerus uttered the word Hakai, Goku swooped in at an unparalleled speed with his Ultra Instinct and sent Moro flying through the stratosphere and beyond. What are you doing, Goku? Do you wish to be erased too, Beerus asks. Sorry, Lord Beerus, but Vegeta said that we don't need anyone's help in protecting our own planet, Goku replied. Moro, on the other hand, regains his footing outside Earth's atmosphere and starts preparing to use a Big Bang attack that he had already copied from Vegeta. However, the problem is that he intends to imbue his attack with the power of destruction, making it a pure Hakai. Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku brace themselves to counter this Big Bang Hakai, I guess you could call it. As for Beerus, well, just like in the original story, he's all of a sudden received an urgent summons from the Grand Priest and has no choice but to leave with Whis right away. But before they leave, Beerus makes sure to warn Vegeta and Goku that they better see to it that Moro is dead before he gets back. Otherwise, all three of them, as well as this planet, can consider themselves as good as done. That was the plan all along, Vegeta responds, and then Beerus and Whis would nervously take their leave to the Grand Priest's palace. Listen, Kakarot, you use your Ultra Instinct to catch Moro. Make sure to lock in. I'll stay behind and handle the attack in case he manages to launch it anyway, Vegeta states. Alright, Goku smiles. I guess I'll go deal with Moro myself. Don't kid yourself, I'll be right behind you after I deal with this attack, Vegeta states. Goku grins and then uses instant transmission to appear right behind Moro. Moro instantly launches the attack on Earth to do something about Goku, but Goku locks in. He grabs Moro in a chokehold and tells him to just give it up. Massive pause. Meanwhile, that Big Bang Hakai attack is rushing towards Earth right now like a nuclear asteroid. Vegeta blitzes straight towards it while preparing his own version of kind of the same attack, and he would wait until he was outside of the Earth's atmosphere to unleash it back on Moro's attack. There was a clash of, you know what, I'm gonna say spheres right here, but it only lasts a singular moment because while Moro's attack was launched prematurely, Vegeta was 100% intentional with exactly how he wanted it to go. Goku sees it all happen and understands Vegeta's game. Vegeta's attack is now gonna hit both him and Moro. That's why Vegeta wants him to wait until the final moment to get out of the way using Ultra Instinct, because that'd increase Moro's chances of getting erased by Vegeta to an absolute 100% now. Vegeta grins at Goku and Goku would grin back. Moro would start glowing now, attempting to trigger his self-destruction to take out Goku, Vegeta, the Earth, and himself, but Goku keeps him from channeling his ki. He was completely locked in and neutralizing anything Moro tried to do. Honestly, I agree with Vegeta. You're way too dangerous to exist, Moro, Goku says. That's why I have to follow Vegeta's lead and let you die. I'm taller than you, Goku. My arm can easily reach your neck and copy that Ultra Instinct, Moro replies. Oh well, you should have done that while you had the time, Goku says. Just then, Goku lets go of the chokehold and kicks Moro in the back, sending him into the attack and letting Goku get out of the way while Moro takes a direct hit. After all that hype, that was almost too easy, Goku says. Wait, why is that attack still going? I intended for it to stop right after it erased Moro, Vegeta asks. Wait, are you trying to say that didn't finish him, Goku asks? Yeah, either that or I have no clue about the true nature of this power that I just started using, Vegeta responds. Well, whatever, if he comes back, we'll just destroy him again, Goku adds. Is that so, Goku, Moro says, but by the time they recognize the voice, he was already behind Goku. I knew it, Goku responds, and he turns around to hit Moro, but it was just an after image. Once it dissipates, another after image appears in its place. Whoa, he's like glitching out, Goku says. Where is your real body? How did you evade my attack, Vegeta asks. Honestly, well done, Vegeta. I genuinely thought that this is it, but I guess both of us have underestimated the power of destruction, or should I say ultra ego, Moro declares. What do you mean, Vegeta asks. It's actually very simple. What do you think happens when you attack water with water, Moro asks. So are you implying that the power of destruction that I wielded didn't affect you? Interesting, Vegeta says, smirking. Pretty much. The moment your attack hit me, my body started disintegrating, but that's when my understanding of this power evolved. I became immune to your attack and moved out of the way. Apparently, your attack hasn't realized this because it's still going strong, Moro laughs. Was that really it? At the cusp of total annihilation, you somehow gained a better understanding of an ability you stole just a few moments ago, Vegeta asks. That's quite dismissive, Vegeta. I have 10 million years worth of experience over you, Moro replies. Yeah, right. 10 million years worth of experience sitting in jail like a bum. If Lord Beerus had used the same attack, he would have definitely erased you. It must have been my fault that it was lacking or something, Vegeta says. Believe whatever you would like to believe, Moro replies. So then, where is it? Where is your real body, Vegeta asks. What do you mean, where? It's right there, Moro replies and points out towards the moon. Both Vegeta and Goku turn their heads around to take a look, but that's when something briefly tries touching Goku's neck, but he dodges it. What the? Moro says. You really take both of us for fools, don't you? We knew that this is your real body, Goku says. Huh, really? Impressive, Moro replies, and he really is taking these two for idiots right now. Not only that, what were you thinking? Do you even understand what would happen if you absorbed Ultra Instinct in addition to that already unstable Ultra Ego? You'd probably explode, Goku declares. Fine then. If you're so concerned, why not test it out? Be my guest and let me have your Ultra Instinct, Moro replies. Don't get caught in his pace, Kakarot. When he explodes, he'll take this galaxy with him, Vegeta says. I'm actually thinking about letting him try it. I kinda wanna see how strong he would be, Goku says. Besides, I know you'll make sure to erase him before he actually explodes, so as long as you don't mess up, we should be fine, right? Is that supposed to be a challenge or something, Vegeta asks? Yeah, Goku replies. What happened next was Three Stooges Ed Netty level. Goku would let Moro copy his Ultra Instinct. Moro's constitution becomes increasingly unstable because not only was the energy itself too much for him to deal with, he also didn't have enough experience to stabilize two polar opposites like Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct, not to mention near zero experience with Divine Ki, period. And just like Goku speculated, Moro would begin to swell up and it looks like he would explode any moment now. Don't think you won. I'll make sure you all die with this explosion, but I'll still find a way to survive, Moro laughs, and sweats at the same time. Yeah, right. It's your turn, Vegeta, Goku says. Got it, Vegeta replies. There were 10 seconds left before Moro would explode and take this entire galaxy with him. Vegeta calms himself and lets the nature of destruction flow throughout his body. He lets it flow and then feels it in his very soul. And just like that, Vegeta gets back a little and utters the word Hakai. Moro, in a burst of purple glitter lifting up from the earth almost like mist, disappeared from existence. Goku would give Vegeta a big thumbs up. That was a stupid waste of destruction, Vegeta replies. Goku would laugh and the two would head back to the surface of the planet. Later on that day, the Z-Fighters would throw a party at Capsule Corp to celebrate Vegeta's newfound power. A few days later, Beerus and Whis would finally return for some snacks, and this is when Vegeta would approach them. What's with that smug look on your face, Vegeta? You look like you had a good time, Beerus grins. Indeed, Lord Beerus. Moro no longer exists, and I think I now understand what destruction actually means. What do you say? How about you fight me for a change, Vegeta asks. Alright. We'll do it once we're back on my planet, though. For now, try not to ruin my appetite, Beerus replies, and he goes back to munching on his food, but deep down, he was also really looking forward to a proper fight with Vegeta for once, a fellow destruction enjoyer. Goku, on the other hand, at this point in time, is curiously keeping a close eye on Oob and speculating about how long it'll be before he can personally train Oob himself. Of course, Oob still has no clue about Goku or the rest of the Z-Fighters, which is why Goku is watching from a distance. Though, when he senses that Beerus and Whis are about to leave, he uses instant transmission to pull up to Capsule Corp. Hey, wait up. No way am I missing this fight, Goku says. He knew that Vegeta would challenge Beerus for a round. You better not try to butt in, Kakarot, or I'll erase you, Vegeta replies. And then, this is when the four of them would head back to planet Beerus, and there it would finally happen. Ultra Ego Vegeta versus Beerus. Oh yeah, by the way, Vegeta, I guess I haven't told you this yet, but it was me who ordered the destruction of planet Vegeta, Beerus states, just to rile Vegeta up a little bit. Vegeta would just smirk and reply, whatever. None of that matters right now, Lord Beerus. I don't know about you, but all of my senses are screaming in anticipation. The only thing that matters right now is this battle, Vegeta replies. Well, I'm happy to see you so excited, but don't blame me if I accidentally kill you, Beerus declares. He was planning on taking this far more seriously than he took the Super Saiyan God. The battle begins and Vegeta unleashes Ultra Ego. He charges at Beerus and starts throwing devastating punches and kicks one after the other, but Beerus tanks all of them no problem. Is that really all you've got, Vegeta? Beerus asks. Now, this taunt definitely stings a little bit with Vegeta getting this new power, but he maintains his pace. He launches a massive energy blast, but Beerus swats it away like a beach ball. Beerus dashes forward and lands a kick in Vegeta's gut, and Vegeta would cough up blood from that singular kick. What's wrong, Vegeta? If this is all you have to offer, then I'd rather fight Goku and his Ultra Instinct, Beerus says. Listen to me, Lord Beerus. You shouldn't underestimate Ultra Ego so much, Vegeta replies while getting a boost from Beerus' attack. Well, good point, Beerus laughs. Vegeta walks toward Beerus and punches him straight in the gut. Beerus allows Vegeta to land the punch and he tanks it with a blank expression on his face just to establish a bit more dominance. However, Vegeta's punch was a little bit more powerful than Beerus realized. It visibly hurts Beerus and also makes his stomach growl. This causes Beerus to retaliate by unleashing a barrage of powerful and devastating blows on Vegeta from 10, 20, 30 different angles. Vegeta knew he couldn't tank them, so he just tries to block and dodge as much as he can, but it was honestly useless. Beerus was on a rampage. Gradually, Vegeta's vision begins to blur and he realizes that he's still a couple of tiers below Beerus. Beerus lands his final punch and sends Vegeta flying. Vegeta crashes into the ground and his Ultra Ego form fades away. Whis approaches him and heals him up, and that is going to signify that this sparring match is over. Well done, Vegeta. That was a really good fight, Whis states. Whatever, I was still hardly even a challenge for him, Vegeta replies. You may think that, but there at the end, you actually forced Lord Beerus to get serious and use his real strength, Whis declares. Wait, are you serious? Vegeta asks. Yes, although he would inevitably be stronger the next time you try and fight him, Whis laughs. As for Beerus, he tells them all that they're going back to Earth right away because that battle made him as hungry as ever, and that is gonna wrap up What If Vegeta Went Ultra Ego early against Moro. I really hope you guys enjoyed this story. Don't forget to subscribe and consider leaving a like on the video as well if you did. Don't worry, a ton more what ifs on the way and more Spark and Zero updates, it seems like daily at this point, so I can't wait for the game to come out. But guys, subscribe if you haven't already because you don't want to miss any updates as soon as they go live on the channel. But anyways, have a great day and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye guys.